Duolingo and Babbel are probably the two most recognizable names in language learning. One built its entire brand on being free and gamified. The other built its brand on structured lessons and that bearded guy in every TV ad. But most famous doesn't tell you which one is actually right for you. In this video, what each app actually offers, a full feature comparison, the honest pros and cons of both, a real pricing breakdown, and most importantly, which one you should actually pick based on your specific learning goals. Let's get into it. What are they? Duolingo is a gamified language app built around short, bite-sized lessons, streaks, leagues, and a completely free core experience. It's the app most people have at least tried, largely because you don't need to pay anything to access full language courses. Babbel takes a different approach entirely. It's a paid curriculum-driven app designed by actual linguists, built around structured grammar instruction and practical real-world conversation skills. Where Duolingo feels like a game, Babbel feels like a course. Both apps have been around for years and have gone through major updates recently. So let's break down exactly how they compare today. Language selection. Duolingo crushes this category, 42 languages, including major ones like Spanish, French, and German, but also niche options like Irish and Welsh. And it's your only choice between the two if you want Japanese, Korean, or Arabic. Babbel offers 14 languages with courses tailored specifically to your native language. So a Spanish speaker learning French gets a genuinely different course experience than an English speaker would. Learning style Duolingo uses short, gamified lessons, streaks, leagues, a heart-based mistake system. Babbel uses longer, structured lessons built around grammar, logic, and real conversation scenarios closer to a traditional course. AI and speaking features. Both apps have leaned into AI recently. Duolingo added Explain My Answer, AI-powered grammar explanations, and made it free for all users on its biggest courses since January 2026. Its top-tier Duolingo Max adds AI video call and roleplay features for select languages, letting you practice actual spoken conversation with an AI partner. Grammar depth. This is where Babbel pulls ahead clearly. Its structured curriculum, built by linguists, goes noticeably deeper into grammar logic and practical phrasing than Duolingo's more scattered, gamified approach. Mistake handling. Duolingo's heart system limits you to 5 mistakes a day before you're locked out or have to watch an ad or wait for hearts to refill. Babbel doesn't have this friction. You can guess, get it wrong, and keep going without a system slowing you down. For casual learners, this barely matters. For intensive learners, reviewers consistently say it becomes a real source of frustration. Cultural context. Babbel includes cultural lessons and context alongside the language itself, something reviewers specifically note Duolingo generally lacks. Live Human Classes. Babbel Live offers group classes with real teachers as a separate add-on product starting around $99 per month. Duolingo has no equivalent live teacher option. The pros. Duolingo Pros, genuinely free, full language courses, no payment required, ever massive language selection, including languages Babbel simply doesn't offer. Gamification is a real proven habit builder. Streaks and leagues keep a lot of people coming back daily. Free AI grammar explanations now available to all users, not just paying subscribers. Great for building a low-stakes daily habit. Babbel Pros, significantly stronger grammar instruction and structured learning path. No artificial mistake limits interrupting your practice flow. Tailored courses based on your specific native language includes cultural context, not just vocabulary and grammar. Better suited for learners with a specific practical goal, like an upcoming trip or work requirement. The cons. Duolingo cons. The free version is ad-heavy, with interruptions roughly every 15 to 30 seconds. The heart system actively slows down serious high-volume learners. Reviewers describe it as training caution instead of output. Pricing structure is layered and can be hard to parse. Free, individual, family, max, with a line between free and paid features not always obvious. Depth is limited. Even paying for super doesn't add. much actual learning depth beyond removing friction. Duolingo Max, the tier with real speaking practice via AI video call, is genuinely expensive at $29.99 per month, or roughly $167.99 per year. Babbel cons, no free tier for full courses. Everything meaningful requires a subscription, far fewer supported languages. 14 versus Duolingo's 42. No gamification layer, which some learners find makes it harder to stay consistent. Long-term Babbel Live, the human teacher option, is a steep additional cost on top of the base subscription. Neither app, honestly, fully replaces real spoken conversation practice. Multiple independent reviewers note this is a shared weak point for both platforms. Pricing breakdown. Duolingo, free tier, full course access, ad supported, limited by the heart system. Super individual, $13.99 per month or $95.99 per year, roughly $8 per month annualized, removes ads and hearts limits. Family plan, $119.99 per year for up to 6 users. Max, $29.99 per month or around $167.99 per year, adds AI video call and role play speaking features for select languages. Duolingo runs frequent, steep promotions on Super, often around half off the annual plan. Babbel starts around $9 per month depending on plan length, monthly, quarterly, or annual options. Annual plan tested around $107.40 per year. More expensive than Duolingo Super, but with significantly more grammar and structured content. Babbel Live, group classes with real teachers. Starts around $99 per month. Separate from the standard subscription, pricing can vary by region side by side. Duolingo's free tier is unbeatable for anyone on a zero budget, and its paid tier is generally cheaper than Babbel's. Babbel costs somewhat more, but delivers noticeably more structured content and grammar depth for that price. Head-to-head. Who wins where best for zero budget? Duolingo, easily. It's the only one of the two with a genuinely complete free tier. Best for language variety. Duolingo. If you want Japanese, Korean, Arabic, or a niche European language, it's often your only option between the two. Best for serious grammar learning. Babbel. Its structured, linguist-built curriculum is consistently rated as deeper and more effective than Duolingo's gamified approach. Best for building a daily habit. Duolingo. The streaks and league system are genuinely effective at keeping casual learners engaged. Best for a specific practical goal, like travel or work. Babbel. Its structured courses get you to practical conversational ability faster. Best for actual speaking practice. Neither, honestly. Multiple reviewers land on the same conclusion. Both apps are strong for vocabulary and grammar foundations, but real spoken fluency still requires practicing with another person, whether that's a human tutor or a dedicated AI conversation tool. Who should use which? Pick Duolingo if you want to try language learning with zero financial commitment. Your target language isn't offered by Babbel. You're a casual learner who responds well to gamification and daily streaks. You mainly want to build and maintain a habit. Pick Babbel if you have a specific goal, an upcoming trip, a work requirement, a real deadline. You want structured grammar instruction over a scattered game-like approach. You're willing to pay for a clearer learning path. Your target language is one of Babbel's supported 14. Consider using both, or neither alone, if you're serious about fluency. Many successful learners build vocabulary and grammar with one of these apps, then pair it with dedicated speaking practice elsewhere. Since neither app fully solves the can you actually hold a conversation problem on its own. So that's Duolingo versus Babbel. Duolingo wins on price and breadth. Babbel wins on depth and structure, and neither one alone will get you to full conversational fluency without some form of real speaking practice on top. The right choice really comes down to your budget, your target language, and whether you're learning casually or working toward a specific goal. Links to both are in the description. And if you found this comparison useful, hit subscribe. I break down apps and tools like this every week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.